Welcome to Mora AFC. It is what it is. I'm gonna break it down the simplest, the easiest form how to cut and sew this style. I made it so simple and I break it down. I will break it down because I want the beginners to be able to cut and sew. So I gave all the tips, all the tricks, everything. Nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. Definitely, I made this tutorial for the beginners, right? I made this tutorial for the beginners because I want them to be able to cut and sew. So let me put down some dancing move. It is what it is. No, it is what it is. So, like I said, these guys, I made this tutorial because I want the beginners to be able to cut and sew. So if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend about Mora IFC. It is what it is. Don't forget to tell your friends and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So without wasting much time, so let's get started. This is the part 2. This is the part 2 of it. If you have not watched the part 1, I advise you to go and watch the part 1, how we cut, how we ended. In the part 1 series, we ended this part. Do you understand? So you're going to fold the bottom like this. We fold the bottom like this. Then you measure the length of the design. You know that design in front. Now you're going to measure it. The length that you desire. How long you want it to be. Do you understand? How long you want it, the length of it, then you measure it. Like I said, we ended here on the part 2. How to cut, how we got here is in the part 1 series. Do you understand? So we ended at this part. This is where we ended. So I advise you go and check it out for the part 1 to be able to reach to this part. You just have to measure it. You know, we folded at that back, so you need to measure how big you want yours to be. You have to measure it. You can't just cut anyhow. You can see I measure it, then I'm gonna cut it. Like I said, this is the part 2 of it. The part 1. We taught how to lay the fabric, how to we gave the measurements, how to cut it, how to fold it, all the tips, everything is being explained in the part 1 till we go to this part. To understand, all this folding is there in the part 1. So if you're a beginner and you are just in this part 2, I advise you to go and watch the part 1 and learn everything. It is what it is. So I'm going to substitute this one here. Just look the way I'm putting the stiff inside. You have to be very careful where you place it. So you have to place it this way. Place it this way. I told you this, guys, I'm making it a way so that the beginners can able to cut and sew. So I'm breaking down the simplest and the easiest. You know, I'm going deep. I want the beginners to be able to cut and sew. I know that the beginners love this part. So I'm going to fold this part. You fold this part like 8 inches. Let's say maybe if you want to put a pocket over there or a wet pocket. So this line will guide you to able to get a straight pocket over there. You understand? So you can measure like 8 inches, 9 inches, you know. Then you place your pocket or maybe your wet pocket over there if you want to. But in this style, there's no pocket, but you can decide to put pocket over there. Then we come to the shoulder side. Let's see a very important. We know the neck side, we have 1/2 inch for joining the neck and 1/2 inch on a armhole side to join the sleeve. Then you measure what is left here. What is left here, I have like 5 inches over there. That part is very important. Pay attention. So the 5 inches that we have, remember we have already measured the length of the design that we are going to work on it. I've already measured the length of the design that we are going to work on it. So we have 5 inches multiplied by 3, and that will give you 15 inches. Then you measure your 15 inches. Making this style, the pleat in front, there are several ways how to achieve this pleat in front. So I'm going to explain all of them. So I'm going to measure my 5 inches over here. You serve me as a guide. Then you make your folding. Remember how it's folded into 2. This folding is folding into 2. Then you make your folding, you check. We're going to make a folding till we go to the 5 inches. You can do your folding over here, then you pin it. Or we go to the sewing machine. Whilst we are sewing, then you do your folding here. Here, look something here. You can see that I folded the fabric into 2. You can fold the fabric into 1, only 1, which is you can cut only 15 by the length of design that you want. But here, I want the design to be twice. To understand, I want my design, the flare to be more and twice over there. That's why I multiply by, I fold it into 2. I hope you get it. You can cut only 15. You know, when we measure the shoulder side, we have 5 inches. The 5 inches are multiplied by 5, by 3, and that will give me 15. You understand? So you can use that. But in my case, for instance, I measured 13 inches. 13 inches and I folded it into 2. So these I folded this one into 2. I hope you get what I mean. So we're going to make a cut over here. I'm not going to cut both of them because it's folded into 2. I'm just going to cut half of it. I'm going to show you the reason why I folded into 2. Like I said, you can use only one side. You can use only one side. You don't need to fold into 2. But I'm going to work with the folding of the 2 because I want my placket to be more over there. So I will achieve something like this. You can see the place that I show. This place is the outside of the fabric, the wrong side of the fabric. So when you fold that part, that wrong side will show. And I don't want the wrong side to show. So I'm going to cut it into 2. So cutting into 2, you can only use the top one and left the down one. You can put it side away. But I'm going to use 2 of them. So I'm going to change its direction. You can see I'm changing its direction. Then I'm going to join it together again. If this part is getting you confused, you make sure that you just cut only one side. Don't join it and just do your way. So you can see that, look at the way I'm joining this part. So I'm going to join this part over here. Have you seen it? So when I sew it, it's going to be something like this. After joining it together, I have to achieve something like this. The right side and the wrong side have to be something like this. It's like 50-50. The wrong side will be here and the right side will be here. I'm going to join it and come back. You can ignore this method if it's still getting you confused. You can ignore this method. I've come back. So after joining it, you have to get something like this. This is the right side and that part is the wrong side. You have to get something like this. So when I fold into 2, you can see at the bottom side, all the right side are facing up. You can see where the arrow shows. You can see that all the right side are facing up. Do you understand? So that when you fold it, it could give you a nice pleated at that part. It's going to give you a nice design. Do you understand? It is what it is. So you just have to come to this part. Let me show you. You can remember from the neck side, we are going to pleat on the top first, or the down first. You have to pleat the down first. You leave ½ inch for the joining of the neck. You're going to leave ½ inch. Then you start making your pleat, not gathering. Don't do gathering over there. If you do gathering, it's not going to look beautiful. So you're going to leave ½ inch like you see here. We're going to fold at the bottom there, so don't worry at that part. So you start making your gathering over here. Make a nice gathering. A nice pleat, pleat. You make a pleat over there, not gathering. There's a difference between pleat and gathering. After that, you just have to come and make the top one gathering as well. You make the top one as well. So after finishing making the pleat, what am I saying gathering? Don't make gathering, make pleat. After making pleat over there, you can see that it will come out very nicely. It will come very nice. So let's go to the sewing machine, then we do the pleat things over there. Like I advise you, don't make gathering. Don't make gathering. You have to form pleat. So for this one, the design in front, we just have to fold the tip of it and the bottom. You fold it normal way as we do. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. I post videos every Mondays. It is what it is. If you want to say hi to me, you want to meet me, you want to chat with me, follow me on my Facebook or Telegram, TikTok, Instagram. It's all Mora FC. It is what it is. I have my WhatsApp number on my Facebook page, Mora FC, the same name, Mora FC. On my Facebook page, I have my WhatsApp number over there. So if you want to chat with me, you want to join my group, I have a group over there. So if you want to join it, you are welcome. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. Like I said, you just have to fold the bottom side and the side by side. You just have to sew that part and join it up. Because there is this part, there are two, so I have to change the direction of their folding. After that, then I'll just secure this part again. Remember, when you join it, we have two front. We have the front and the back who are facing each other. So when you're folding ½ inch, you just have to change it the way it is. You fold it on the wrong side. Do you understand? So that's why I join it. Then I just come and open it to do it again. Like I told this guys, like I told you guys, you can decide to do it this way, or you can decide to cut it only one without joining. Then you made your folding. Do you understand? There's no need to shape at the bottom as well. You can shape it a little bit, not too much. Do you understand? For me, I want to shape it. I shape it too much because of what I'm doing, because of the style that I choose. Do you understand? Yeah, I'm making this one for me, so I'm doing what I want to wear. I'm doing what I want to wear. I would love to wear. Do you understand? So it's my style, how I want it, how I want it to be. Mora FC, it is what it is. So don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. So we are going to make the pleats at the shoulder side. Look, There are different ways of making a pleat. I'm going to teach you all the styles how to make that pleat. Do you understand? All the styles how to make that pleat. And this pleat, I will change it. I will change it. I just want to show you something. So you know there are two. We're going to start the one at the bottom first. You just place it this one. This is the armhole side. You need to leave a space over there to join your sleeve. The armhole side, you start making your pleat. Don't make it too small. Don't make it too small. If you make it too small, you can see at the shoulder side, it's not going to come out very nicely. I want a smooth surface in front of the shoulder side. Do you understand? I want to smooth it. When you look at my video, the short one that I was dancing, if you look at my shoulder side, you can see that part is very smooth. It's not bulky at that part. Do you understand? It's not going to look bulky. So when you get your time to make a pleat, a nice pleated here, you can have it a beautiful style done. Before you end, you make sure that you end and you leave like ½ inch for the joining of the neck as well. So you can see that you have a space over here. First pleat has been done. It's left with the one on top as well. When you are joining, when you are making this pleat, you have to consider the joining of the sleeve and the collar that you're going to put on. So you need to leave the allowance over there, because we don't want you join the sleeve and the sleeve will pass on this style. You don't want the sleeve to pass on this way, and also we don't want the neck also to pass on it. It has to be exactly at its tips. That will give you a nice work done. Do you understand? You don't have to join the sleeve, and the sleeve will have to pass on top of the design, or join the neck, putting the collar, the Chinese collar there, and the Chinese collar also will have to pass on the design. No. If you want it nice done, leave a space for them, but not too much space. Do you understand? Not too much space. You need to read your space very well. Not too much space. This part I'm giving is very important. You want it to be nice work. That's how you have to do. So you have to be very careful here. You can see that I'm taking my time here, making the pleat, nice pleat. I want a pleat that I can iron on top of it, so that the pleat will give me a smooth and nice one at the shoulder side. As you can see. So don't just go there and make gathering anyhow. It's not going to look beautiful. I want a smooth at the shoulder side. I want to see that smoothness at the shoulder side. You can see that it falls smooth there. So after making your pleat, like I said, don't make small pleat. You can see we have a space here. We can have a space here. So when joining the sleeve and the neck, it have to pass that space of that you left over there. Don't go and join the sleeve and the sleeve will pass on the design and blah 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 blah. Do you understand? It's more IFC. It is what it is. So we're gonna do the yoke. This is the yoke of the back. So this is the yoke. This is the yoke for the back. As you can see, that is the yoke. So we're going to fix the yoke inside. The length of the yoke is 7 inches or 6.5 inches. Do you understand? There's no actual measurement for the yoke. Do you understand? It's range from 6 to 10 inches. No, it range from 6 to 10 inches. The length of it. Do you understand? So you measure it. You make your folding at the bottom side. After you make your fold, you make sure that you get your 10 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 8.5 or 9.5 or 6.5 length of your yoke. Then you fix your yoke at the back. I have a tutorial how to fix a yoke, how to join the sleeve is also there. Check on my playlist and you're gonna see it there. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. Talking about the pleat that we did, there's another method and another style of pleat folding that I will give it to you on the tutorial. I'll give it to you on the tutorial. It's like I told you guys, I'm giving you all the tips, all the tricks that is going to help you. So I need to do it the way I want it to look nice for me. So when you're doing on the shoulder side, when putting the design at the shoulder side, making your pleat and other stuff. So let's join the front. Let's join here. It's very important. Let's join here. So you can see that this is the wrong side and this is the right side of the other front. So this is how our t-shirt is going to look. So you can see this is how the top is going to be. So I drag the yoke away. As I'm joining here, the yoke is not on it. It's just the two tops. So I just have to join this part. Just a quarter of an inch. You drag the yoke away. So you can see the yoke is somewhere. Then you place this one also here. Don't join it with the yoke yet. Do you understand? You just have to lift these two, then you join. You can see the pleat. When you iron it, you're going to give you a nice smooth work done. Do you understand? It's going to give you a nice. So when you do your gathering, it's not going to look beautiful. The gathering will always have to gather at one side of the shoulder side. The gathering always going to be at one side of the shoulder. So we have the yoke. You can see this is the yoke. So you flip it like this. As you can see, the way I'm flipping it. Then you hold it just like that. You bring them together other way around. Then you sew it. Then you sew it. Then we're going to do the same thing to the other side as well. Just look. Have you seen? Then you bring it back. There are other ways how to join the shoulders. There are other ways how to join the shoulders. To understand? It's like I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you all the tips, all the tricks that are going to help you. You understand? So when you're explaining it for somebody, you're able to explain it very well. If you are teaching with your apprentice, you're able to teach your apprentice with all the design, all the knowledge, all the everything. You understand? And we will go for the part 3 series. The part 3 series, I'm going to form another placket. I'm going to tear this one up and I'm going to form another placket over there. Do you understand? And you watch it out. Or I don't want it to be very fully. I want to drag the design to somewhere. Do you understand? Like I said, I'm wearing it, so I know I want to get what I want. It is what it is. So wait for the part 3. If you want it this way, you can continue on and just join your sleeve.